The news sexual harassment Fox scandal of Roger Ailes. Roger Ailes essentially changed the concept of television. Roger Ailes became a well-known Republican political consultant. He has been credited with helping both Ronald Reagan and George H. W. Bush get elected. He eventually moved into television, where in the 1990s he helped CNBC come to life. In 1996, Rupert Murdoch, who was at the time the chairman and CEO of News Corp, hired Roger Ailes to launch Fox News. Ailes then went on to hire and mentored now familiar commentators like Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity. These commentators built a name for themselves and ended up dominating the news network. Notoriously, Ailes handpicked blonde, skinny women for on-camera shows and demanded that their desks be see-through so that the audience can see their legs. Women at Fox have also said they were encouraged to wear skirts instead of pants for the same reason. It all began in 2014. Gabriel Sherman published a biography about Roger Ailes. In the book, an unnamed female producer alleged that Ailes, while he was at NBC, had offered her an additional $100 per week if she agreed to have sex with him whenever he wanted. In 2016, a sexual harassment lawsuit brought against Ailes by former Fox journalist Gretchen Carlson kick-started an internal investigation at the news network. Eventually, more than 20 women accused Ailes. In 2016, former Fox and Friends co-host Gretchen Carlson accused Ailes of severe and persistent sexual harassment and of tanking her career by docking her pay and moving her shows to lower-profile time slots after she refused his advances. Gretchen stated in her lawsuit that when she confronted the Fox News head about this inappropriate behavior, his response was, I think you and I should have had a sexual relationship a long time ago, and then you'd be good and better, and I'd be good and better. Eventually, Gretchen was fired. Ailes continuously denied the accusations and stated he let go of Gretchen because of her show's poor ratings. At least 20 women came forward to the lawyers conducting the internal investigation, or Carlson's own attorneys, with stories of harassment at the hands of Ailes. The downfall of Roger Ailes. After the lawsuit began in July of 2016, pressure mounted for Fox to fire Ailes. He resigned after 20 years at the network and became a personal advisor to Trump. He received a $65 million exit agreement. He died 10 months later, on May 18, 2017, after he suffered a fall and struck his head. The cause of death was a subdural hematoma complicated by hematoma. The lawsuits are still ongoing, but Roger Ailes is not named under the lawsuit any longer.
No company is immune to the need to create and maintain a workplace that is free of harassment. Unfortunately, sexual harassment at work has been an issue for decades, despite a simultaneous corporate focus on providing training and implementing policies. The sad truth is that most of what companies have historically done about harassment just hasn't worked. Worse, in some cases, the sexual harassment prevention training that is being provided is doing more harm than good. In step one, creating a sexual harassment policy makes everyone in the company aware that HR is regulating this and that this is something the company will educate people on. Definition and scope of sexual harassment, procedure to be followed by the victim to file a complaint, information on whom they should report their claims to, real-life examples and scenarios to interpret what constitutes sexual harassment, and disciplinary actions that the organization will take against offenders. The problem is that the act of reporting is in itself a big challenge for victims. Why so? There can be two reasons for this: complicated reporting procedure and fear of retaliation. Step 2, putting proper reporting procedures in place. The victim should not have to worry about what to do or who to go to. The best way is to offer a sample complaint form and encourage them to report incidents both verbally and in writing, and making sure they will have a comfortable place to go to. Though HRs, managers, and supervisors are responsible for preventing sexual harassment, it is not always possible for them to monitor harassment 24/7. Therefore, training employees to serve as bystanders. Train every employee to take the initiative and put them in charge of maintaining a safe workplace. Train the employees on specific things to look out for, and companies can ensure that the warning signs are seen, reported, and acted upon.